All right, y'all. I remember my exact spot, but I'm gonna wait till a few of y'all come back on. Y'all knew I was coming back. Y'all knew I was coming back because I hate to be conspiracy man, but it seems like every time I go certain places, my stream gets mysteriously jammed up. Seems that way. So we'll wait. I see you, Andre. I see you sleep. Yeah, I was just getting ready to go in, to really go in, and they made sure that they cut me off. At least that's my theory. That's my theory. Yeah, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I want to get back on that exact same point. I'm gonna pick up from that exact same point that I stopped at or I was stopped at, and we'll get back into it. So we'll just call this part two again. Usually when this happens, I just end up having to come back and do a part two because anytime you start to kind of go in certain places, then it seems to be an issue. But that means y'all got to hit the like button all over again. It means you got to hit the like button all over again. I see my boy Fender G up in here, man. It's been a while, man. I seen the homie Fender G. I'm knocking stuff over, man. My bad. But to all those who come back, welcome back. What I was saying, y'all, is that 3 times a day. Look, if the connection stalls, just stick around. Don't shut off, cause they gonna get this work tonight. We shouldn't be eating that much, man. It's not good for you to eat that much. I don't care what the doctors say to you. It's not good to eat that much because your body can only digest at such a rate, at a certain rate. And anything that is added on into your system while your body is trying to digest one meal, it becomes overload and it becomes overwork for your stomach and for your system. Not to mention the fact that they poison 99.9% of the foods that we consume. So it's one thing for your body to be trying to fight off, not fight off, but it's one thing for your body to be trying to digest food, even if it's good food. It's a whole other event for your body to not only have to digest massive amounts of food or excessive amounts of food, but excessive amounts of poison food, chemically um, loaded food. So now your stomach and your system's trying to break it down, and your kidneys and your liver are trying to filter out the toxins, and it's just too much work. And on top of that, the food has zero health benefits in it because there's no real nutrients in it. So there's no nutritional value to the majority of the stuff we eat. Yet they tell you 3 times a day, go get you some bacon. Make sure you got some bacon with them eggs and them pancakes with all that heavy stuff that just bloats up in your system. Make sure you got some sausage. I'm from the South, y'all. I say sausage. Make sure you got some ham. See? So this lie becomes more detrimental to us because now it starts to affect our physical health. And we go into this mindset where we feel like we can't live without whatever it is, without the poison. We can't live without the poison. And you know why you think you can't live without the poison? Or why we try to justify eating the poison? Is because you're addicted to the taste. And what you don't know is there are a lot of foods that they put chemicals into to enhance smell of that particular food, to attract you, and to enhance taste, to add flavor to it. So in a lot of cases, you've been tricked and been placed under a spell by a taste and a smell, because some of the stuff you eat is not even real food. And in a lot of cases, it's as easy as reading the ingredients on some of the things that they'll actually put the actual ingredients on, the real ingredients in. So we justify it, or we say, I saw somebody put in there everything in moderation. See, certain things are not a matter of moderation. Certain things are a matter of, should be a matter of elimination, not moderation. There are certain things that should be eliminated totally from our diet. And just to let y'all know, I'm not talking like I'm the perfect eater. That's totally not the truth. So everything I'm saying to you, I'm saying to myself as well, because we all should be in that mode of practice to try to improve, to maximize your health. Because I said this many times, man. See, we'll glorify all this bad food and follow and believe these lies that these scientists and doctors tell us. And you'll consume, eat, getting fatter and lazier. And even if you're not fat, because you don't have to be big to be sick. And then the first time you go to the doctor, after he put you on all these pharmaceuticals, you know what else the doctor's going to do? He's going to tell you certain foods to cut out of your diet. So you don't believe it until they say, well, your blood pressure's kind of off the chain, sir. Eliminate pork for 2 or 3 weeks. And even when the crooked doctor tell you something good for you, you rebel against that. You're like, oh, doc, man, come on, doc, man. I gotta have my pork chops, doc. That's why you sitting in there with the doctor, fool. Because you're addicted to a taste. And you've been fed a lie that you have come to believe. Well, the doctor said, they say you're supposed to eat 3 times a day. Well, they said Columbus discovered America. They said Jesus was white, had blonde hair and blue eyes. There's a lot of stuff that was said. But what's said ain't always the truth. And all you got to do is withdraw from a bad habit for a little while and notice the transformation that your body starts to undergo. And when that happens, you say, oh, man, you know what? I feel great since I stopped smoking cigarettes. I feel great since I stopped getting drunk every day. And the promotion and the marketing of all this different food, every commercial, ride down the street. Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes, KFC, Taco Bell, Sonic. Don't forget about Walgreens, CVS, though. They got that tucked in the cut for you, too. Then sooner or later, they tell you they got to cut your leg off because now you got diabetes. They tell you you're messed up, man. You got all kind of stuff going on with you now. You're messed up. And the things we love, appreciate it, Big Art. They get you fat to bank off of you from the food industry. Absolutely. They kill 2 or 3 birds with one stone. The one bird that they kill one stone is they make their money, but the second bird that they kill is you, because they're killing you slowly with that bad hormone injected, chemical injected, poison injected, toxin injected food that we've become addicted to. 2 birds with one stone. So they can population control, they can genocide, and they can get paid. You pay them for them to kill you. Think about the insanity in that. Hey man, will you give me some money so I can kill you? That's what it's like. And then you go, oh yeah, how much you need? Well, here, eat this. Give me $10. Come back tomorrow and do it again. And keep coming back. And after a few years, you'll see it. Because you see it in yourself. When you look at your progression, your physical transformation over the years. I told y'all this another time. Told y'all this on a song called Cloud of Smoke. All you got to do is go back and look at your old pictures year in and year out leading up to the current day, and you'll see the transformation. You'll see the physical changes that your body has undergone. You'll see the changes that have taken place primarily in your face. Because when you eat swine, you start to take on the appearance of that pig. So your face starts darkening up. Your neck got all this up under it. You're sweating all the time. You take on the characteristics of the animal that you were putting into your body. So a picture of you 10 years ago, it don't look like a picture you look today. And that's not a long time. You can't, if something happened and we had to all take off running right now, you'd be in bad shape. And in the time that we living in a time of war. But we got to always be ready mentally and physically. But many of us are not ready physically. We're not ready. Not in shape. Can't run around the block one time. Because we just laying up watching TV, eating and drinking and see? So that's a lie that we've been fed, and we fell in love with that lie, but it's to our detriment because you're not supposed to eat 3 times a day, man. And you eating in between that. You ain't just eating it 3 times a day. You snacking in between. Not supposed to do that. Been fed that lie. Let me read what y'all talking about before I go on to the next one. Yeah, you got to feed that hospital system, man. See, we are in a we are part of an assembly line, bro. We're part of That's a process. And there are components that all get a piece of us, of our suffering. See? Who gets the first piece of it? When you go to the grocery store and buy all that crap, or when you go to the fast food place and buy all that crap that you eat out of there, they get the first piece of the pie from us. The second piece of the pie comes from the doctors, hospitals. Because now you're sick, you got to go to the doctor, got to go to the hospital. They make money off of you. Then they send you to the third department. That's the pharmaceutical companies. That's the drugstores, Walgreens, CVS, like I said earlier. Because now I wrote you this prescription. This is what you need to stop feeling like you feel because of what you ate. It's all a system. So now you go, you get your little bottles now. Now you're a bottle boy. Now you're walking around here with 2 and 3 different types of medicines that you own. And that's costing. People getting paid off of that. I bet you don't know who the next person that gets a piece of the pie is. Bet y'all don't know who that is. After that, let me see if y'all know who gets the last payment. Thank you, Big Ock. Enough said. So, in order to defeat the lie, somebody got to expose it. And once the lie is exposed, then it's up to us to say, okay, well, you know what, man? Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. That makes sense. I'm gonna fall back, or we're gonna go cop out. Well, man, you got to die from something. Oh, I can't live without my son. No, you can't live with it. Can't live alone. What else they lied to us about, man? We've been made to believe. One of the biggest things that they have hit us over the head with in terms of lying is history. Come on, Joseph. We said it at the same time. History is one of the biggest things that they have used in order to keep us deceived, to keep the people in the dark, to keep the people in check. History and religion. Those who take religion in its pure form and twist it up into something that resembles Satan, and then they call it religion. Then they present it to the people. So history and religion have been two things that have been the greatest deceivers of our people, based on the deceiver mixing it up and changing it up. And if you don't know who you are, if you don't know your origins, and this is a cliche term, you don't know where you come from, you can't know where you're going. That's a fact. You don't know where you came from, you don't know who you are, then you have been disconnected. It's like old school telephones back in the days that you pick up on the hook and they had a cord. But if you're on that phone, all of a sudden somebody cuts that cord, you hello, 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 hello. That's what they did to us from a historical point of view. They built a wall in between us and our actual identity and who we really are. And then they gave us a version of a story of who we were. And it was a false version. This is who you are. And we took to it. And as it relates to religion, see, I've had this conversation before. See, religion is not a bad word. This is what I want y'all to understand. It's been made to be a bad word because of other people's use of the term religion and how they incorporate dirty practice under the name of a particular religion. So you say man-made religion or organized religion. Those are the things that have been used and manipulated in order to turn people away from true practice, true religion, which is the principles, whatever name it is, the principles being carried out in their pure form. That's all that is. Nothing wrong with that. But what happens is the people who say, oh man, I don't do religion, F religion, da da da. What happened was those people, they woke up. They did some kind of research at some point and came into the knowledge and came into the understanding of what was done to that religion, what was done within that or done under the disguise of what's called religion. They figured that out some kind of way. So they're like, nah, man, I don't do that. Because I researched and seen where you lied about that. I researched and saw where you lied about that. This is false. That's false. That's false. That's made up. And that's a wonderful thing to do. But the mistake that a lot of people who do that make is that they stop after they discover the lies. Don't stop after you discover the deception and the lies. Now the next step is to find out what existed before the deception and the lies. And when you find out what existed before the deception and the lies, you will find religion in its pure form. In its pure form. So you say, well, okay, I don't have an issue with religion in its pure form. I got an issue with the dirty religion. Like the song I Got Bad Religion. That's just bad practice. But the further you go back, or the further you're able to go back, the further the closer you'll get to the source. And God ain't the author of confusion. So that means so if the people are confused, somebody else confused them. But don't stop when you find out that they lied. Now I need to know what the truth is. Can't leave on the lie. Same with history. Oh, these folks lied. These folks said that we was in Africa with bones in our noses and savages and they lied. You don't stop right there. Now I need to find out, okay, well, if they lied about who we was, now I need to know who we really were. Let me find out who we really was. And that'll tie everything back together. Then the understanding will come like, oh, now I get it. You have a problem with what was presented to you. That ain't what we own. That's not what we own. We trying to get on the truth, the actual facts. And it's so messed up, y'all, that some people actually lose their mind, bro. I seen it, man. People lose their mind because when you new to something, you impressionable. You put your heart into it. You believe in the people that are presenting it to you. You ever got into a business venture that you thought was gonna be cool, man? Oh man, I think this is really gonna work, man. The presenter was just had a mouthpiece, and in 8 months you can make such and such $1,000, and we're gonna have you this, and this is my friend Fred, and Fred, tell him what man, I made $100,000 in 6, and they got you just enthusiastic, and it's sounding good to you, and you believe, and you all in, and you find out later on it was a scam, it was BS. You are disappointed and upset and bitter because that presenter deceived you. It's like a man or a woman lying to the man or the woman. Baby, I love you. I ain't gonna never leave you. I'm gonna always be there for you. I'm gonna take care of you. Give you everything that you want, baby. You can always depend on me. And then that dude just treats you like trash, man. In 5, 6 months, he beating on you, cheating on you, stealing your money, lazy, trifling, ain't doing nothing, man. Wrecked your car. Now you have this bitterness in your heart towards all men. If it happened to a man, all women. You don't look at men or women the same because of the actions of one. That's what we do in religion. That preacher was a snake. He was dirty. He deceived. He lied. He did this. He tricked you to ordering some magic spring water and said this spring water was going to have you rich. And all he did, that dude went to his faucet and turned this faucet on, put in a little bottle, put a little bottle and shipped it off to you and told you it was some blessed spring water. And you fell for it. So now you look at everybody who comes to you with any conversation that's centered around God, centered around religion, and oh man, oh man. Now, are you wrong to be careful, to be mindful, to be skeptical? Are you wrong? No, you ain't wrong. But here's the thing. Most legitimate ministers, pastors, preachers, whatever, most of them who are good-hearted and mean well, what you'll find out about a lot of them is that they are very transparent and they are very direct in telling you, hey man, anything that I'm telling you, feel free to go behind me and check it out for yourself. And they are not always focused on getting your money and things of that nature. And they seem to always be centered around doing what's best for the people, working on the well-being of the people, even at the expense of themselves taking a loss, having a little suffering setback here and there. So don't let one bad relationship sour you to everybody. You have to use it as a learning experience to process it, to say, okay, yeah, he got me. I ordered that tap water. Man, I ordered that tap water. I couldn't wait to get it. I got it home and poured some on my head and rubbed it in. I drank a little bit of it. Gave some to my dog. I wanted to see if my dog was going to learn how to talk like they do in the fairy tales. And it didn't change your condition. Because things like that don't change your condition. What changes our condition is the changing of our own thinking, the way we think, the way we approach situations. We have to change ourselves with God's blessing and guidance. Not no handkerchief. I'm going to send you this prayer handkerchief. If you blindfold yourself with this handkerchief 3 times a day, stand on one foot, and say your ABCs backwards, you're going to get a blessing. You gotta stand on one foot, say your ABCs backwards, and then look out your window, and it's gonna be a new car outside. See? We got fed one of the biggest deceptions in human history just a couple of years ago when they told us that it would be beneficial for everybody to go out it's a needle, y'all, and get punched in the arm. And everybody went, oh. See? And then later on, you start to see the effects take shape in many people who went down that road and believed that deception. Because we've been so scientifically and strategically rewired to accept lies without any type of resistance, while at the same time being scientifically and strategically wired to fight against truth and facts to the death. Somebody telling you something, dropping some information, showing you proof and everything, and you'll fight that till you die. And then all the other thing on the flip side, all that got to happen is the news come on and they say, well, they have a center down on 5th Street. You can go down there right now and and you'll be fine. Not one time saying, hey, excuse me, what y'all put in that? And you know why we don't ask what they put in it? Because we don't ask what they put in nothing that we consume. You don't even ask what they put in your food. Some people get to that point. That's when you're starting to wake up a little bit, when you go to the place and you see something, you say, oh, excuse me, what all do y'all put in that soup? And then the guy says, okay, we got some such beans and and then we cut up a little ham hock and you go, whoa, okay, never mind, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. But if you don't care, give me some of that soup, bro. Yeah. Matter of fact, give me 2 bowls of it. So we don't question nothing that we should question. But we question, which you should question everything, but we quick to question and fight against the things that work for us, that are set up to work for us. Let's see what y'all talking about, man. We stand on subject tonight. I'm not answering any questions that are not on the topic that we're talking about. If you're not on topic, it don't even do you no good to keep asking your question. Got to come back when we do open topic. Ralph says, what about the ones around that preach who saw the obvious and didn't speak up? Yeah, see, that is when you set yourself up for the potential, not you, but those preachers, those people that you're talking about, any of us who withhold knowledge. You set yourself up to have blood on your hands. See, if a preacher knows the truth, anybody, I ain't finna just bomb on preachers, and we out here too, and you know the truth, and you're not telling people, oh, man, I ain't over here, he'll figure it out. And then something happens to that person behind that, you partly responsible. But if you are in a position like that, you're in a position as a minister or something like that, you have really presented yourself to be on that pedestal, to have that obligation that you got to let the people know. But too many people who hold those seats, hold those positions, whether it's preachers and pastors, whether it's politicians, entertainers, they're so easily bought and sold, bro. Doctors, see, because the doctors are bought and sold because they're like, man, look, man, I make money by writing prescriptions. That's where a lot of my bread is buttered at. Two of the things that can really mesh, like performing surgeries and writing prescriptions, that's where they make their money. So do you actually think in your mind that a lot of these doctors don't know that what they feeding the people and telling the people, they know that it's BS? They know it. How many scientists rejected the jab? A lot of them. But you didn't hear about them. But a lot of them knew that it wasn't good, and they was like, pfft. Because if they stood to benefit from it in a financial way, they're not going to stop their money. Because we live in a world where money has more value than human life to certain individuals. So man, look, if I stand to make 10 million off this lick, hey man, if a couple of million people got to die, I'm gonna make sure my family and my children don't do it. I'm Bill Gates. Hey, my children ain't gonna take it. I ain't taking it. But I'm gonna promote like hell for y'all to take it. Hey man, we got a major problem going on right now. Let me stop real quick. Y'all need to hit that like button. I know we had to start over and do part 2, but right now these likes and this is too disproportionate even for me, man. I can't take it no more. So stop what you're doing and hit the like button right now for your brother, man. Y'all go on and hit it. Hit it, and don't quit it until we get it. Hit the like button, man. Let's catch these likes up, at least to the amount of people that's sitting up in here with us, man. I appreciate y'all on this late night. But that is the thing. See, we don't really understand or fathom how many people will sell us out for money in position. We don't fathom that, because we down here in the mud, just living life. But preachers want to elevate, politicians want to elevate, entertainers want to elevate. See, you was doing good, you was rapping, you was selling a few records, you was singing, you was all right. But you ain't up here. You ain't at the Grammy Awards, see? You ain't getting no movie deals. You want to be on that level. So you will be surprised how many people have it in their mind, like, what I got to do to get on that level? What you got to do? There's a few things that you got to do. Number one, got to come lay on this couch real quick. Number two, you got to make sure that you don't talk about nothing that will awaken the very people that we're trying to keep asleep. It's counterproductive. They don't want to sign you and give you millions of dollars for you to come out and condemn what they're doing to the people. They want to sign you to get you to contribute more so to the destruction of the people through whatever means. Let's make a record about this new drug. Put a catchy hook to it, and everybody will be doing that drug, and we can kill off a couple million more. See? What things do we believe have been a lie? It's only music. That's a lie. It's just a movie, man. That's a lie. See? Life does imitate art. Life does imitate the art. Let me see. See what y'all talking about, man. There we go. Now the doctors that said protocol have either been attacked or retired. See, we live in America, man. Sickest nation on the planet. Sickest nation on the planet. Overweight. And when I say sick, I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about this kind of sick. Mentally sick. See? We too trusting. We trust anything that anybody with a position tells us. And how do I know that's true? Because somebody said, well, man, where you get that from? How you know that what they said? Oh man, the FDA said it. Oh man, no, it's true. How you know? The president said it. The president is real righteous, huh? Oh no, it's true, man. I saw it on the news. It's true. Oh yeah, it got to be true if you saw it on the news. Yeah, I got you. See, we too trusting. And this nation has proved that trusting them can get your whole existence eliminated. What happened to the Native Americans when they were too trusting? What happened to them? What happened to those brothers with the Tuskegee experiment when they were too trusting? What happened to them? What happened to in the modern day when we got too trusting? Go ahead on. Put it in me. I don't know what it is, but just put it on in there. We don't. We trust this judicial system. That's been one of the biggest lies. You know, one of the biggest lies, me being from the hood, and I know many of y'all ain't from the hood. Some of y'all are some suburb babies. Some of y'all don't really understand this plight. Y'all don't know what it's like to be racially profiled and all this different stuff, man. One of the biggest lies ever told in this society. I want to type this one in. I'm gonna type this one in for y'all. One of the biggest lies ever told by this injustice system. Can y'all see that? Y'all see what I just put in the thing? Innocent until proven guilty. One of the biggest lies ever told is that you got a chance, man. You know, if you didn't do it, the system works. You just present your case, and if you're innocent, the system will uphold that. Well, there's a whole lot of brothers and sisters that's locked up that would beg to differ in that situation. And I know what some of y'all thinking, but what if they was, even if most of the time where you might have been guilty of the crime, the punishment didn't fit the crime. The punishment was far more excessive in comparison to the crime that was committed. See? So this justice system, because it goes back to that assembly line again. I mentioned the assembly line as it related to the food and the poisoning of us through the food. But there's another one. When you have what is known as a school to prison pipeline, where they take you from elementary school, from kindergarten, and they already start to lay the groundwork to lock us up at some point down the line with these prisons and these conditions that are man-made conditions that place us in poverty and force us into thinking that, man, I got to do something desperate, which leads doing something desperate, got you arrested, and you guessed it, now you locked up. Now you feeding that demon, which is the prison industrial complex. Pass you from one place to this place to that place. And the conditioning is so subtle. It's so subliminal that you don't even realize that they're doing it. They run certain schools like prisons. They have the children locked in certain ways. And it takes on a prison-like feel, and subconsciously you kind of already being conditioned to get used to that type of environment. If you slip on one banana peel, man, this thing is way deeper than what we give it credit for, man. Way deeper than what we give it credit for. See? But you're innocent till you proven guilty. Tell you another lie. This is a good one. LW says, police left bank bags in front of a high school just to arrest and protect. See, I believe that too, man. Now, supposedly, an act like that is supposed to be entrapment. Y'all ever seen that TV show called Bait Car? Where they go to the black neighborhood, they go in the hood, and then they'll stick a car out in the hood, and I guess they'll leave the keys in it or something, and they'll make it so obvious where somebody just, you might not even been thinking about committing the crime, but you just like, oh, there's the keys in that car, and you get in the car and you steal the car, then all of a sudden the car shuts off. And when the guy tries to get out the car, now the car's locked. Now they take you to jail for car theft. That's entrapment. That's. I know what you're thinking. Well, they shouldn't be not trying to steal a car no way. Yeah, that's true. But just like LW said, man, you know, you stick a situation in front of somebody, man. You entice them with a situation. Everybody not gonna turn away from that. But that shouldn't be something that should be able to hold up and to stand, because you premeditated an entrapment scenario. Welcome to America. Is justice blind? Who really believes justice is blind? Have y'all ever seen the Justice is Blind, like the logo? It's like the lady justice, she got the blindfold on, and that's supposed to represent that as long as it's the truth, we don't care who's on trial, justice is blind. Nah, justice ain't blind. So you know when there's some Negroes in the courtroom. That's the asset agencies in a nutshell, always trying to set everyone in society up, creating the problems. Man, that's the hustle. I'm gonna create the problem, then I'm gonna punish you and penalize you for it, for the problem I created, and then I'm gonna get paid off of it. That's why they created it. One of the reasons. Put another societal lie out here. Look at this lie. Look at this lie right here. Did y'all see what I just typed in? Look at that one. How much of what you believe and been taught is a lie? Black folks, our own name is a lie. The police are here to serve and protect. Who? A lot of these police officers, man, they're hunters, predators. It's selective. Drop the link to what? Chop TV. I will take this time to mention we filmed another episode of the Underground Dialogue podcast tonight. Y'all go subscribe to my podcast. Y'all go do that right now. Enough of y'all ain't subscribing to the podcast. And if you are, you're not checking out the content. That's my new podcast channel. Y'all go subscribe to that right now. And since you're going to be up all night, go watch some of those interviews. Watch the Scarface interview. Watch the ESG interview. Some good content. Chop TV. Oh, yeah, my boy, man. How you been, man? Chopping It Up TV. Is it on YouTube? It's on YouTube? Let me know. Yeah, no question. Is it on YouTube, Chop? Let me know if it's on YouTube. Okay, cool. So that's what it is. Is it Chop TV on YouTube? Y'all make sure y'all go check out Chop TV, man. Y'all make sure y'all go and support that channel as well, man. We always say we're looking for good content, new content. We're tired of the BS. We're tired of the nonsense. Go subscribe to some of the people that's out here trying to give y'all some good information and give y'all some good game and some good life lessons. Go subscribe to those people. You know. Without a doubt. Much love to you, Chop TV. Go drop my sub when I get off. Make sure I subscribe. Appreciate that, Ralph. Scarface played brand new, unreleased, not brand new, but unreleased songs on the interview I did with him. We got a whole video dedicated to that. Y'all want to hear songs from Scarface that he never put out. You can only hear him on the Underground Dialogue podcast. That's the only place you can hear him on. See? That's it. And a fire interview. And we ain't wasting time talking about BS. We are giving good information. We trying to save lives out here, man. That's the goal. We trying to save lives out here, bro. If we don't use these platforms to save lives and to make people better, then we wasting time. We talking. We just wasting time running our mouth. We can't do that, man. The time is too critical. Everything is ramping up. And we have made the mistake of becoming comfortable with lies. We like being lied to. We love it. We love being lied to. Because they said the truth hurts. So you don't want to feel that truth pain. So we like the lie. Tell me the lie. We got to get out of that. Andre say, save souls too. Yeah. Save our own while we at it. We comfortable in the lie. So yeah, I can lie to my children. I can tell my children this and that. I can keep telling myself and accepting these lies I've been hearing since I was a child. I can keep saying, I can keep riding with that because I'm comfortable being lied to. Baby girl, you can stay with this abusive dude who beating the hell out of you and mistreating you and dogging you out and knocking down all your homegirls and all. You can stay, because he lies so good to you that you like, I don't, just keep telling me to lie. Hey man, we would never improve, we would never grow until we face up to the things that have been deceiving us all these years. It's all right to break loose. It's all right. It's all right to say, man, yeah, y'all got me. Y'all got me. But just don't let them get you again. Hit the like button, man. Let's get to 100 likes, y'all. Let's get to 100 likes. Can we do it? If you haven't hit the like button, go on, hit it real quick. Let's get to 100 likes before we shut it down. Because I know y'all ain't like me. Y'all can't stay up all night. I'm going to be here for a while. Meanwhile, go subscribe to the podcast, man. I'm gonna promote this podcast until the cows come home because y'all missing out on a lot of good information. Underground Dialogue Podcast. Go subscribe to it right now. Let's get to 100 likes, man. I'll be in Canada next month. Come on, Ak. He said you warming up some food right now. Quit eating 3 meals a day, man. These folks done lied to y'all and told y'all it's all right to eat 3 meals a day. And you're getting sick and sicker. Diabetes, cancer, all these different conditions. And even if you don't have any of these conditions, you're sluggish, you have a weakened immune system, and it's all because of our diet. You can transform yourself, man, by eliminating certain foods. How many of y'all don't drink enough water? If you don't drink enough water, raise your hand. Okay? Start drinking more water, man. I'm in it with y'all. Let's start drinking more water. But here's the thing. 4 more likes, y'all. Here's the thing. You got to find out the right water to drink. All this different bottled water and people into alkaline water and different things. Got to find the right water to drink. What's that, R2? Depending on where you live, you can't be messing with no tap water around these parts. See, I live in Houston, man. We just had a boil water notice about a month ago. We were under a notice to boil water. So that tap is full of crap. The tap is full of crap. You know. Drink more water, man. Drop y'all locations, man. Gonna get out y'all way. Drop y'all locations. Shout y'all out. Drop your locations. 2 more likes. We get 2 more likes. We'll be good to go. Ooh-wee. Oregon, Hillsboro, Oregon, Romania. Man, Romania. Have we ever had somebody on it from Romania? Lockhart, Texas. What up, Crispy? Man, Kerrville, Jackson, Mississippi up in this thing. The South Bronx. We did a rap draft. We did a rapper draft tonight on the podcast, y'all. When y'all see that episode, it's gonna be crazy. Some of y'all are gonna be happy, some of y'all are gonna be mad. Ogden, Utah in this building. LW giving game. Most water is bad to drink or shower with. That's true, man. Boy, it's hard. They see this is part of the lie. They make everything hazardous. They make everything hazardous, man. Tomball, Texas. Southeast Texas up in this thing. Already. What's up, already? Holla at your boy, man. We need to get together, man. We need to get together. Okay, quick little plug real quick. Hit that like button already. If you haven't already. Let you be the 100 like. Already, if you hear my voice, click the like button. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. There you go. I don't know if that was you, but somebody did it. But real quick plugs before I go, man. Again, subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast. Y'all do that right now. Also, who did not know that I released a comic book? Who did not know about the K-Rino comic book? And who's interested in getting a copy of the comic book that we release? Me and my brother Dollar Bill. Oh yeah, you're gonna love it. Who did not know? Who's interested in getting a comic book? I'll put it like that. Okay, let me show y'all. Let me quit being lazy and get up and get it. For those of you who did not know, we released a comic book. This is the K-Rino comic book based on the song The Galactic Quest for the Mystic 10 volumes, where this guy has stole my rap folders. This comic book is available right now. This is a real comic book, bro. It's a real comic book. Ain't too many people doing this. See, that's me right there. Where's that? That's me right there. See the lokes? You can get a copy of this book right now if you're interested in ordering the comic book. That also, there's a bundle package where you can get this comic book. You can get a hoodie. This is the cover of the hoodie. This is the front of the hoodie. This whole cover. You can get. It comes with a coloring book where everything in the comic book you can color it in. All this you can color it in. All the characters in the book. And it comes with a T-shirt. Same thing. This is on the T-shirt and a poster. All in a box. Custom made, beautiful box. Some people already got it. All you got to do is to go to this website right here. You can go right now. Hit that website up. Martial Arts Productions.space, and you can order the comic book and everything else. You can order things. You can order these things, these components individually, or you can get the whole package. See? Said I like one of those SPC banners. That banner behind me, that's one of one. That's one of one right there. You don't find that nowhere else. That's gonna cost you about $500. You want to order that? That's gonna cost you about $500. Yeah. This is the only copy. This is the first copy, Evans. This is the first issue. See, we're We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back with some other. We'll do some other books on some other storylines at some point. Yeah. So y'all got a lot of homework to do, man. You can also go get my latest album, Tell a K-Nesis. If for those of y'all who may not have known, I put out my. Hey man, I'm running out of I'm forgetting. There's so much stuff I got going on and I'm forgetting, man. We got a lot of stuff going on and I don't be remembering. It's my latest album. If you want this album, this is where you go get the album. SouthParkCoalition.net. BWJ says one thing for certain. Crowds tonight. Watch the announcement Wednesday morning. A reset of mandates of sorts. Possible. Yeah. Robbo say you got to get me on TikTok. What y'all gonna have me doing on TikTok, man? Y'all gonna have me dancing? I got to do a challenge. So you got the comic book, the new album, meet and greet in Canada, in Toronto, Canada, February the 4th. Come out and see me. Spread the word. If you got friends out there in Canada. Nikki, if you're interested, there you go. I put the information down. Nikki Tobin. Bertrand, I put the information down. There you go. The hoodie, LW, the hoodie is on the website. Martial Arts Productions. Arts with a Z, Productions with a Z. .space. Scroll up or scroll backwards. Robbo, what part of Canada are you in? I'll be in Toronto next month. What part of Canada? Brother D-Nail out there in Cincinnati. Nikki in Louisville. Libertarian Minded in the UK. Yeah, man. We all over the place. See if I forgot somebody. Okay, Nikki, that's what's up. She just not discovering her big brother. So welcome. Hope you hang around. Half Steam. What up, Half? Hey, Half Steam. Hold on. Watch this. Look, Half Steam. I got that package, bro. Half Steam sent me some shirts and stuff, man. I haven't even opened my stuff that you sent me, bro. I'm gonna show you. I keep it real, bro. Didn't you send me this? Yeah. Uh-huh. This came from my homie Halfstein out there in Iceland. Bless my game. I got it right here with me, bro. I got it. Thank you. Appreciate that love. Yeah, Sam, go to the podcast, man, and go watch those episodes. Y'all gotta catch up. Y'all missing out on some good content, man. I'm putting out this dope content for y'all, these dope interviews. And y'all ain't watching. What part of Canada are you in, Robbo? Yeah, I always say when you had bread. Oh man. Oh, Mitchie, that was you on that 100 like? That's what's up, man. Wow. Joseph says she boils the water and it's full of crystals. After she boiled it, the chemicals crystallize. Whew. It's tough, man. Tough, tough, tough. It'll be a hard time. Ill 179, London, England. Respect, man. L Dub been in here teaching hard. Yeah. Let me catch up one more time. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy come sliding in. Corey Hart come sliding in. Well, Corey, you say you just found me. Hey, man, welcome. Appreciate you, man. Go subscribe to my podcast channel too, Corey, the Underground Dialogue Podcast. Go jump in, man. Yeah. Who knows, man? How far are you from Toronto, Robbo? I know Canada is big. South Park Coalition album dropping real soon. A lot going on, man. A lot going on. Manitoba. That sound far. Yeah, man. Well, you know what, Shadow Band? I like that name. The real people get views. It's a lot of dope channels out there, man, that get the views. But at the end of the day, a lot of it is about 25 hours. A lot of it is about promotion, just promoting and marketing, and the people who do support the channel just spreading the word. See, so y'all can come back and y'all can go watch the content, and then if you know somebody that you think would be interested in that content, you share it with them. You know, like-minded people. You know, you can't share a video with somebody who ain't interested in what you're trying to share. You got to find somebody. Say, man, I think my boy would like this. I think my cousin would like this, and that's how it spreads. That's how it shares, man. So and you have to make sure that if you're rocking with something, you got to really rock with it. Don't subscribe to the channel, but then never click and watch the content. I'd rather a person not subscribe at all than to subscribe and then not even watch the content. So because I got confidence in it, I believe it that it's gonna be just like on this channel here. I drop life lessons. That's what I do. So it's gonna be some on there that make y'all say that help get you through your day, help get you through your week. I'm gonna touch on something that you're going through. I'm gonna touch on something that your friend going through that you done been through. That's just how it go down. But you got to be locked into it every day. Plain and simple. I ain't setting the game. I'm telling the game. So they want to see me play hockey. You won't be seeing that, lads. Yeah, I almost fell off that skateboard. So y'all know I ain't playing no hockey. Yeah. You caught up, Big Art. The next episode of the podcast, we did a rap draft. Like the NBA, NFL draft. We got all the rappers on the board. And we sat down, man, four of us, and we just did our draft picks and we built our team. And we're gonna let y'all watch the video and determine who got the strongest roster. We each picked like 35 rappers each. So y'all gonna decide we got everybody. We got from the beginning, from old school, way in the very beginning of rap, all the way up to a lot of the new school rappers and everything in between, all eras, every decade. See? Y'all don't want to miss that one because we was going to war. going to war, man. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy, one of my loyal subs, man. That's right. It'll be on the next episode of the podcast. So that's why you got to stay subscribed and always click that bell so you get notified. If, you'll be notified when I drop something, because you don't want to miss that rap draft, bro. We had a good time putting that together, man. Yeah. What up, Dougie Doug? Hey, Doug. Hey, man. DJ Rec. I appreciate you too, because we took that piece that you sent me. We put that together, man, and I did the show Thursday night, and it was perfect. Popped right up in there. And I seen you hit me today, Doug. That was a song for Russell, right? That you was talking about. And yeah, you're right. Shout out to Willie D, man. Again, because Willie D shouted me out and propped up one of my videos, and the views took off. And just off of his endorsement, Doug, this gonna trip you out. Off of that endorsement that Willie D gave me, I picked up 4,000 subscribers in like 2 days. My subscriber count went up by like 4,000 in 2 days, just by Willie D saying, hey, go check that dude out. That's love that don't cost a thing. Straight up. DJ Big Red up in this thing, man. Yeah. What's your YouTube, Doug? Is it Rec TV? Spell it so I can put it right. I think it's Rec TV. Had Chop TV up in here, man. Rec TV. And see, that's a lesson for everybody, man. You know, sometimes, man, just giving somebody an endorsement, saying a word, or giving them a plug, it don't cost nothing. I see my brother Suspect is up in here, man. South Park Coalition representing 30 years plus. We got 30-year OG, man, up in here, man. Mode or culture. Everybody that's new to my, if you're new to my channel, just show yourself real quick. Just type in the word new or something. Just type in the word new, because I'm seeing some names that I'm not familiar with. I just want to know and show some love to the people who here for the first time. Look at that, man. Look at all these new people, man. Give y'all a double salute. Y'all new and hanging out with me at 3 o'clock in the morning, man. Come on now. That's love. All right. Appreciate that, man. Well, since y'all new, let me put y'all to work. Go subscribe to my podcast channel also. Underground Dialogue Podcast. I appreciate that extra sub too. And check out the content. I thank y'all so much. Let me see. Mode or Culture. BWJ, Linda Anderson, Nikki Tobin, Crispy Crisco. Y'all remember that old school Crisco grease from back in the days? How many of y'all remember Crisco grease? That big, thick white grease, boy. It looked like ice cream, boy. Boy, that was some grease, boy. You can cook on that. You can cook on one little scoop of Crisco grease. You can cook for 9 years. You can cook for 9 years off that one lump of grease, boy. That Crisco, boy, that's old school. Man, that's old school right there, man. Already. Appreciate the love. Ralph said, I think my mom still has a can of Crisco that's over 10 years old. But that Crisco, man, what is that made out of? While we talking about the food and all, that can't be healthy. Crisco grease can't be healthy. James Harden, oh man, get me started. That can't be healthy, that Crisco grease, bro. See, our bodies, we get away with a lot of stuff because when we're young, because the metabolism is high, we moving, we in our prime. We haven't been fully contaminated with a lot of the toxins that are in the food and the drink, and even in this day and time that are in the atmosphere. See, they get you coming and going. They get you through the food. They get you through the water. They get you just through the air. And the final stage is the things that we self-impose, the bad habits that we partake in that add to the toxic cocktail that we participate and consume every day. So many of us take better care of our vehicles than we do our bodies. You know, you out there washing your car yourself. You taking that thing to the shop, making sure everything is good. You doing everything. You don't let nobody drive it. You better not even lean on it. But we don't have that same type of approach towards our own anatomies, and that's got to change because you could total out a car tomorrow and get another one. You can get a car repossessed and get another one. You only get one of these. You only get one of these. So the mindset has to always be that this vessel is a sacred vessel, and to do everything you can to prevent as many contaminants as possible from entering this vessel. Is it hard to do? Absolutely. Because again, like I said, you just walking around, you step outside and just go, you taking in something that's unnatural. They flying in planes in the air and spraying those chemical trails through those streaks, white streaks of clouds in the sky, and those chemicals, they slowly drop back down to the surface. They landing on you, they landing in the water, they landing on the crops. So it's a fight, like chemical warfare, biological warfare, financial warfare, the fight to obtain financial literacy is an ongoing fight, because another lie that I did not mention, and I'm glad I'm mentioning real quick, is that we've been deceived on how to utilize money. We are ridiculous and frivolous in our spending in terms of money. So we've been deceived and tricked by the name brand deception. I gotta have Gucci. I gotta have Louis V. And I gotta have Jordans. I gotta have Ralph Lauren. See, we get deceived and caught up. I gotta have Balenciaga. And those items, man, they're not worth nothing. Spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on these items just to claim the name of it. Because that gives us this false sense of importance or this false sense of value to be able to say, well, Man, I got Gucci. I got, boy, these Gucci flip flops, and then brag on what we paid for something that really don't have that kind of value to it. Now, is that to say you shouldn't want nice things or things that are good quality if they are good quality? No, that's not to say that. But everything has to be done within the realm of common sense and not outside of your means, just to try to portray an image or to look a certain way, to present yourself a certain way to outside viewers. But under your roof, you're struggling. You look good outside the house because all this pressure's been put on us to look like something. And it's cool to want to look nice, but it's better to be something than to look like something. If you had to choose between looking like you something or actually being something character-wise on the inside, it's better to actually be that. Right now, don't know about no e-tonics. You got to be a real one to know about e-tonics. So Linda Anderson says she's been drinking a gallon of water per day for 53 years. That's a lot. That's a man. Let me ask you a question. Because I read somewhere that you're not supposed to drink that much water. I heard it was like there's a limit based on your weight and your height. Now there's a certain intake amount that's supposed to be conducive to your size and condition and all that. But I can't argue with what's worked for you. If you've been drinking a gallon of water for 53 years, if you're feeling good, then there it is. Shaved aluminum is in the aerosol to reflect the light. So the chemtrails, aluminum, boron, bromine, what's that? I can't pronounce that one. Phthalate. Yeah. 123J, I try to buy from my people. Yeah, me too, Jay. That's what you got to do. That's what we got to do. Nikki, I grow my own foods. My 3rd year now, getting chickens in the spring. Yeah. Grow your own. That way you know what you're putting into it. Try to get the good seeds. Don't stay away from the Monsanto seeds, them fake seeds and all that stuff. Go listen to this song from my new album, Telekinesis. It's called Food Poison. It's right here on YouTube. $50,000 Hermes bag. What is a Hermes bag? What's that? That's a real thing? What is a Hermes bag? Is that real? $50,000 for a bag, for a purse? Please tell me that ain't real, LW. Please tell me that's not real. $50,000 for a bag? Man, please tell me that's not real. Buy a house for $50,000. Heirloom Organics. 64 ounces a day unless you're very active and sweat. I'm pretty active, man. I just look like this, man. I'm pretty active. I play basketball 3 times a week. Hold on, wait a minute. So you telling me that they have a bag slash purse that costs $50,000 and people buy it? I know there's people out there that's worth a lot of money to where that ain't no money to them. But I don't think I could be a billionaire, man, and I wouldn't pay $50,000 for a bag. I don't know how I would feel about that. If a woman says, I really want that Hermes bag, I might get in trouble because I'm going to ask questions like, wait a minute, what can this bag actually do? What powers does this bag possess? What form of magical sorcery can this bag pull off for 50 racks? This bag has to have the power to be about this big, and then it can expand to about 10 feet by 10 feet, and you can lay in it and it'll zip itself up and it'll transport you throughout town. Then the bag this is the kind of bag that this has to be worth $50,000. The bag has to be about this big, but you can set it on the floor, right? And you can step into it. You can step both of your feet into the bag, and there's some stairs. You can actually walk down into the bag. The bag ain't but this high now. But when you open it, you can walk down into the bag. And when you walk into the bag, it's like you're inside of a whole house. But the bag ain't but this big and that high. Then when you get down in the bag, they got a restaurant in there. It's a golf course inside the bag. They got a basketball court inside the bag. Hotel resort. And then when you're ready, you can just come out, walk back up the stairs, come out the bag, pick the bag up, and just walk away with it. $50,000, then that's worth it. Appreciate you, Big Art. Got to be careful with tofu because if it got soy in it, you want to stay away from soy. They make some of those tofu patties and tofu things and veggie patties and veggie burgers. Some of that stuff got soy in it. Stay away from that soybean if you can. Well, stay away from it. Ain't no if you can. Man, you know what you do with 50,000? Oh my gosh. Bro, I would have to be able to get in that bag and fly to Arizona in that bag. I would have to be able to throw a party inside that bag, invite people. I can invite all y'all, all of us. It's 90 people in here right now with me. All 90 of them would have to be able to get inside that bag, bro, for 50 racks. Yeah, stay away from that soybean, man. Yeah, so they named the Hermes bag after the Greek Hermes. That's who it's named after. It's a pocket dimension bag. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I got to be able to time travel with that bag. For $50,000, that bag has to have a little knob right on the inside. As soon as you unzip the top, right there, when you reach inside it, it's gonna have like a little knob, and you can look at it and you can turn it, and you might say, man, this date 1978, and you could set it on that date, and you can get in that bag, and it'll take you to that date. Everybody's gonna be wearing bell bottoms and afros, driving Corvette Stingrays and Trans Ams and Cadillacs. Good Times gonna still be on the air. What's happening in the Jeffersons and stuff. Then you'll be able to go wherever you want to go in the bag. That's what that bag got to be able to do for 50 racks. Now, if you tell me the bag can do that, I want one. David Lee up in here. These bags are exclusively only for the generational, extremely wealthy, and the rich. These Hermes. Oh, whew, I read that wrong. It said Hermes Birkins. I thought that said bikinis. I was like, what? Yeah, Birkin. Or luxury purchase. Handmade pure gold hardware. The most expensive leather. I still don't care. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. But if somebody is a billionaire, if somebody's worth $1 billion, $3 billion. If you are, what's the guy that just overtook Elon Musk as the supposedly the richest person in the world? I think he's at 130, 39, 140 billion. The 50,000 to him would be like 50 cent to one of us. Even still. But a lot of rich people, man, they gotta spend that money. Yeah. My sister always says I have a magic bag because I always have on hand what we need on the time we need it. Yeah, you're a utility. You're a utility person. It's like, man, anybody got a pair of tweezers? You bing. Like, how you got tweezers, man? We at the carnival. What you doing with some tweezers? Wow. Hey, man, much love to y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man. God's peace to y'all, man. This New Year blessings. Salute.